guess what ain't in the shop anymore? We are one crucial step closer to reclaiming back some very valuable real estate. We're coming into episode 2 of the shop reclaim. Mezzanine time. We gotta move some stuff, get some lumber, make this happen. You know how they say it has to get a little worse before it can get better sometimes? No camper, but now there's a trailer full of crap. And now the shop has never been fuller. But look at this. Bare bones. Now I originally started and thought, well, 8 feet, eh? Don't want to get greedy with the mezzanine, material costs and whatnot. I thought, well, maybe 10. I've talked myself into just going full 16 feet. We're gonna go 16 feet. Ooh, you know, they go to the trouble to cut a tree down into long lengths. Why cut it up in small pieces? So we'll just buy 16 footers. We'll come all the way out here. And it actually works out really good because I need to sheet this. I want to sheet this wall in because this happens, right? Look at this. Birds. You know, you've basically created 5,000 homes for birds. You know what makes a good lumber yard? Lumber yard that lets you sort through the shit and not take the crap boards or try and force it on you. I love this gun, but I should have got the magazine extension for it. It only holds one at a time. For laying out the height of the boards that go on the wall, I just happen to have one of these. This is a Stabila LA 180 layout station. I typically use it for foundations and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it's not something you're going to pick up at Canadian Tire, but as a qualified amateur, I just happen to have one. So let's get it set up and fired up and get some boards up. So basically what we have here is the base unit for the Stabila layout. In this case, we're just using it as a laser level, essentially. Set up over there. I've determined where I want my height to be. This gravel is about as high as the floor can ever be because of the man door down at that end. So I just go ahead and measure it up. I want 8 feet clear underneath there, and I've just tacked the nail in at the spot. Then you go ahead, fire that up, and basically you just slide up the laser level up to that bottom of that nail is going to be our ticket there. And if I get out of the way, that bang on the money. So that'll allow us to go all the way around and mark. I actually only have to mark the ends, right? Mark, and then I can run a chalk line, snap a line, and then we can put these ledgers up real quick. Just tacked up there for now. So what we're doing here is attaching the ledger to the exterior wall. This will carry our weight, which carries it down to the foundation. What's required for these mezzanines is typically a 2x10 or a 2x12, and then it's going to be fastened to every stud when it's 16-inch on center. Now, these are 12-inch, and I probably could just skip to going every second one, go 2 foot, but I mean, it's like, you know, for $2-3 worth of nails. I'm just going to hit every joist, and then maybe park a car up there one day, you never know. I'm pre-drilling. You see the drill maybe in the time lapse. It just saves me a whole heck of a lot of hammer work. It takes 2 seconds to just pre-drill, less chance of things splitting. And I have these lovely 5-inch spiral nails because the supplier up here where I live, that's what they happen to have. So they ain't never coming off. Store my elephants up there or something, I guess. All right, well, back at it unless my arm falls off. There's a price to pay for everything. I got tools to do all this. I got a nailer to put those in. All the joist hangers we have to put up. I have a nailer for those, all pneumatic. But there's no power down here. It's too far for an extension cord to run the air compressor. I'm not getting a generator out, blah, blah, blah. And I deserve it for letting this sit this long with no power. This is a small price to pay to get it done. So for this first joist that goes up against the exterior wall, you need a different kind of hanger. This is a concealed joist hanger, so all your fasteners are on the inside, and there's no nailing flange out here because, of course, well, in this case I could have used it, right? Because there's this, but if you're up against the wall and this was already sheeted, then you can't have that flange sticking out. So concealed joist hanger. I got a few of these because where you really want it is at the other end. When you come out to the end and your run of board is over, you can't, out in no man's land, there's nothing for that joist. So you just got your nice concealed joist hanger that goes on the end. You're free and clear. So that's what those are for. So I got a 36-inch opening here. I wanted full width stairs. It does cancel out some space below, but if you're packing anything up and down, I think you want that width. Oh, you beat me up here. Oh no! You see that? Like a tube blowout. What a piss off that is. I'm just gonna leave it there. We're probably still gonna need the bastard. Ugh, it's all over my fingers. It's not good. It is not good. Needs a little haircut. What do you think, Rodeo? We store some junk up here? Huh? Is it, do you approve? You think it's good? You think it's okay? What's out there? What's out there? Who's that? Gonna get him? Kill. Arr. You dumb. I'm back at it here. Sometimes projects take steps forwards. Sometimes projects take steps backwards. And we're at the backwards stage, but for good reason. Now, the plan all along, as I showed you guys, was to have this opening like this and a set of stairs coming down like this. Now, what I quickly decided after I mocked it up is that these stairs are too steep. And now don't get me wrong, I'm well aware how to build a staircase and I knew what I was up against when I started. But when I mocked it up, they were just too steep. They were basically like a set of stairs that you'd find on like a ship or something like that, like a fire escape. I mean, how do you carry stuff up that? And I'm a young man now, but if I live here for 20, 30 years, that would be very irritating. So then I scrambled and thought, well, what else can I do? So I thought, well, I could do this. Because I had already cut some of these, so you just take the loss, take the L and move forward. But everything I tried, I hated. There wasn't enough head clearance. The pitch of the stairs wasn't proper. You know, so only want to do this once, we're gonna do it right. So here's what we've decided to do. Stairs on the side, coming down this way. Now my concern and why I didn't do that in the first place was this is only so wide. And the trailer I have is like 8'4", but everything measured out and I can still slip the trailer back in here if I want to. This is still high enough that if we were to get another camper, if it was lowered down on a set of dollies, it'll still fit back there. And I also have decided that this will be completely enclosed. It has to be locked and secure storage, because if I'm storing such treasures up there, such as leftover plumbing supplies and half-used tubes of caulking and a box of nails, well, I mean, that's got to be under lock and key, right? I mean, this is precious treasure. So staircase, got a door, we'll get into that, some modification, and of course got to close up the hole. So I've gained more floor space on the mezzanine. I haven't really lost anything on the downside here, other than a little bit of width. But what I think is gonna be a real blessing is this will be the staircase, and then it's gonna come out 3 feet, so I will have all of this space 3 feet out, which won't be accessible by vehicle, but it could be shelving. It could be shelving for more cold storage, more organization, more room to get stuff out of here. So the way I like to figure out the stair calculation is with Google. Be honest here. I just look it up on a stair calculator, I lay it out, double check it, and away I go. I had a teacher in trade school that said only dummies spend all their time trying to memorize every single fact, formula, and table. That's why the internet was invented, and that's why they write shit down in books. So, that's how I live my life. So once you've got yourself one stringer cut successfully. There's no need for any more math. Became the simple task of trace and repeat. Okay, why am I crawling through the window? Well, this is a special door. Now, this isn't one of those moments where people are like, oh man, I can't believe you did that. I knew it was like this. So here's what we're up against. The slope of the truss. So that door, she don't open. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna modify us a door. That's what these doors, if you're ever curious, let's show you this. Residential door, you get, you know, they say steel, oh, headphones. Steel door, well there's how much steel you get. The skin off a toaster, and then the rest of it is just filled full of foam. So from a security standpoint, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you basically just drive a hole through the door anywhere you want, but that turned out real good. This skin is adhesive to this already, so that's not going anywhere. So we'll just grab a file, you know, clean it up for the sake of, you know, not losing a finger. Don't want to spill any blood today. File right here. And rock and roll. That was super easy. For some reason I thought it was going to be one of the larger tasks of the project, but I mean, you just followed along with me. Done deal. All right, I'll just show you where we're at here. How this all framed in. That's where our window's gonna go. Door. And the door, well, look at that. It worked out fantastically. So I'll just show you quick what I did. I basically just duplicated the sill. I even cut the groove in for the weather strip so the door will seal. And, you know, well, from this side it doesn't matter, but all right, now that this side is done, we got to address this. Who put this hole in the floor? Oh yeah, that's right. That's when a plan doesn't quite meet expectation. Man, I'm glad I didn't do that. Those stairs, that door, those are awesome. This would have sucked. Just too steep, man. Oh yeah, and then I should probably do something about this too. This is a little too breezy, I think. This will be the short part, but anyways, now for the backtracking. Ta-da! Like it never happened. This is so awesome up here, man. Like, it's like a fort. Like a kid's fort, you know? Like a badass tree house. Look at this window. It even opens. We're back for what I think is going to be the last day. This will all get wrapped up as long as I quit adding things to the project. A couple trips up and down these steep stairs here, and I don't want to be the guy with a handful of materials falling down. So we're gonna rock a quick handrail. Look at this. See this? Oh, jog the handrail. So when you come up to the top of the stairs, it's comfortable to grab the nub. Ta-da! See, nice and sturdy. You didn't want anybody falling, you know? Alright, last piece. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.